Hello, this is Harold H.B. Bell, and you're listening to The Spectrum. And this is a podcast intended to help you understand more what's happening on the autism spectrum. I am here with Dr. Jane Yip, and she is the founder of Autism Parent Care. And Dr. Yip is doing some amazing work in transcending families and caregivers with information about how to better take care of their children. On the last video that we had, we were talking about accepting some of the issues that you deal with on a daily basis. But Jane, I think that it's more important when we have problems like this, how do we just square dead on in the face and put your big boy pants on and say, let's go fight this problem on a daily basis?
Okay, first of all, parents need to learn how to get their child to comply. So you want to work on compliance. We'll show you how. The more you practice compliant with them, the better off you are, and also teach them the skills and the steps in being independent in self-care. And so you may take it for granted because you brush your teeth all the time. But if you break down the little steps in brushing the teeth, there are about 20 little mini steps in just getting your teeth brushed. So we don't realize it because we don't struggle with it.
I would like to pause you right there because that's something I think that everybody out there listening would really benefit from because that's a perfect example. When you're functional, you don't think about the steps that you're talking about. You just get up, you walk to your bathroom, you turn your water on, take your toothbrush. I mean, it's so repetitious and routine for the average person that you could not believe if you weren't dealing with a child on the spectrum, how difficult those steps are to chain together. And so those steps that you're mentioning and having people to be aware of it is going to be one of the most important things that I think they can do at home in this training that we're trying to give them, these tools we're trying to give them, because don't overlook anything. You can't overlook anything from screwing the top of the toothpaste off. That might be the step that child's not getting, and hence no toothbrushing. Yeah, and so just finish up on that, but I just thought that was a great time to come in because those are the things we're talking about when we're talking about people not understanding the little intricate details that are necessary to get a task done.
Yes, that's right. There are many, many steps. And what happened in the brain of people with autism is they cannot connect those circuits. So they only see one step. And if you say brush your teeth, well, they don't really know what that means. So that's that. And after brushing their teeth, there are many other things that they have to do. Eat their breakfast in a reasonable time and then, pack their bags, dress up. There are so many things that they have to do. And they are not motivated to please you because they are not socially motivated, right? A neurotypical child is different. They want to please you, and it's no problem for them to do that. But it's a big deal for people on the spectrum. So you need to understand from their perspective what's in it for them to get all these things done. They don't care about pleasing you. So you got to figure out what would make them take. What would make them be compliant with these things?
And that is a harsh reality for most people because the average person who gives out love, reciprocation is the big deal. I love you and you want to hear I love you back. But
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen in the world of children on the spectrum, and that is the reason that we're bringing you this information and building these videos so you can go back. Hopefully you'll take advantage of these videos. If you need to go back and refresh yourself on something, we're going to have a series and you can go back and they're going to be labeled, and then you can go back and get some information maybe you forgot or some information that you can share with someone else. That is why Dr. Jane Yip and I are going to be bringing you these videos on the spectrum. So Dr. Jane,
I have other things to say as well. The other point is emotional outbursts, tantrums, emotional outbursts, and you can have depression. You can have really sharp words being exchanged. These are all emotional. You need to know
aggressive
behaviors. You need to know what set them off, and you need to learn how to deal with them. And just like any subject, right? If you don't know the subject, you don't know what to do. So learning about it actually does open up a lot of skills for you. The other thing is I am with you here, I empathize. You are so busy already without anything happening. Going to a support group, getting out of the house is a major operation. So, which is why we would like to bring this online. We would like to start a support forum that you can talk to other members and share ideas. Every child is different. Our suggestion is based on research and peer-reviewed publications and theory. Now, there's a lot to be said about real-life experience. So we are not as experienced because we don't live with them at home. We live with them in our center and in the school. You guys are the one who live with them at home, and the best people to talk to will be your peers. So we have online forum so that you do not feel isolated. And the other thing is, after you have learned how to handle your child successfully, believe me, that can happen. You will have the space to regroup. Do not forget about yourself. You still have your own person to develop, right? And you would also need to reach out to your partner, your close friends and family members, so that you can have a shared vision and have the strength to move together. Because by ourselves, we are weak and we can get burned out. But when you have your support system, when you have people who are with you on the same page, it makes the journey a lot easier and also meaningful. And lastly, this point is not often talked about in autism treatment because we put a lot of emphasis on the person with the diagnosis. However, other people in the family are just as important. So I would like to also mention that it's important to set alone time for each parent to regroup, and then both parents to have time together so that they get to know each other. Believe me, in your busyness, you may not have the time to even talk to your partner, you see. And siblings need time alone with their parents because a lot of time, the person who is in crisis is the one who gets the attention. So siblings get left out. Don't forget about other children and make a point to have a one-to-one time with them, to have them feel valued and foster family harmony. If you cannot help the disruption, well, plan time to spend together in a harmonious way. So think about respite, think about babysitting, think about someone else helping out your child with autism or the rest of the family member. Just get a quiet time, and this thing will help you survive the distance. It is possible when you break it down and the challenges does not seem so daunting.
Absolutely, and that's just some great information, Dr. Yip. And as we move on in this series, we have some great community partners who offer respite care. And if you're not familiar, respite care is when we can have people who are trained and authorized to come into your home and give you that break that Dr. Yip is talking about, give you that time to spend with your other sibling, your other children. And so we want to make sure that this information is important, this information is resourceful, and this information you can take it and use it at home. So you've been listening to The Spectrum. Thank you, Dr. Yip, and we'll be back with you soon.